Yo, what is good, NFL fans? Welcome back to Touchdown Kingdom, the hub of all the latest NFL news and content. We are now heading into the divisional round of the 2022 NFL Playoffs. Last weekend was pretty crazy. Although we got a lot of blowouts, there were some games that came down to the wire like the Bengals and Raiders and the Cowboys and 49ers, but this upcoming weekend is 4 games that's going to be absolutely insane. So in today's video, we're going to give you guys our thoughts on who we think is going to win, who's going to be winning the spreads according to BetUS Sportsbook, and just diving deep into the divisional round this weekend in the NFL. If you guys are new to Touchdown Kingdom, please make sure you smash that subscribe button as we have so much NFL content coming your way for the rest of the playoffs. Carrying over into the offseason, we're going to be talking about the NFL draft, free agency, all that great stuff. So if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you guys enjoyed, and also comment down below some of your thoughts about this coming weekend and some of your predictions.
Cincinnati, your Bengals have won a playoff game.
So the first game of the weekend is the Cincinnati Bengals heading to Tennessee to face the Titans. It's been quite the year for the Cincinnati Bengals. After a competitive regular season, they ended up winning the AFC North and making the postseason. And last week, they won their first playoff game in over 30 years. Joe Burrow has definitely proved his worth as a true franchise quarterback in the NFL, and Bengals fans could not be more excited. After a first-round victory against the Las Vegas Raiders, the Bengals are now gearing up to take on the first-ranked Tennessee Titans in what should be a super exciting matchup. After missing the last half of the regular season, running back Derrick Henry is back and ready to run through opposing defenses once again. The Titans are truly a scary team because they've been killing it all year, even without their best player for half of the season. Their defense has really played well, and D'Onta Foreman has really stepped up in a huge way throughout this absence of Derrick Henry. As a result, the Titans rolled through the AFC and earned themselves a first-round bye, something that's even more valuable this year as only one team from each conference was given a first-round bye this season. The spread for this game is pretty light at just 3.5 points, according to BetUS Sportsbook. The Titans are the favorites, but I really think that this game could go either way. The strength of the Titans' offense has always been the run game, but the Bengals' defense finished 5th overall this year against the run. Meanwhile, the Bengals are more of a pass-first team, and the Titans' defense have struggled in that department, finishing 25th overall in pass yards allowed per game. However, the Bengals' defense also struggled against the pass, and Tennessee might be looking to air it out more than they normally would. The Titans are really well rested, but the Bengals have all the momentum and have the better matchup for what they like to do on offense. Call me crazy, but I actually like the Cincinnati Bengals to pull off the upset and win this game, which also means that they'll cover the plus 3.5 spread. We have the Cincinnati Bengals and Joe Burrow heading to the AFC Championship with the final score of 27-21. The San Francisco 49ers deserve a lot of credit for being where they currently are. After an up-and-down regular season, they finished strong and earned themselves a trip to the playoffs and hung on to beat the Dallas Cowboys in the wildcard round. Now they face their toughest task of the season so far, heading to the frigid Midwest to take on Aaron Rodgers and the red-hot Green Bay Packers. After a stellar 13-4 regular season, the Packers finished first in the NFC and earned themselves a first-round bye. Now they're rested up and ready to make a playoff run. Aaron Rodgers is coming off an incredible year, throwing 37 touchdowns and just 4 interceptions, while also having the highest overall passer rating in the league at 111.9. Wide receiver Davante Adams had another monster year as well, finishing with over 1,500 receiving yards and 11 touchdowns. We know that the 49ers want to run the ball, and Deebo Samuel continues to prove himself as a versatile threat on offense, but the Packers' defense is very solid against the run. If the San Francisco defense cannot contain Aaron Rodgers, then the 49ers will need to rely a lot more on Jimmy Garoppolo in the passing game in order to stay relevant in this one. Based on how well the Packers have played this year, I just can't see the 49ers putting up enough points to compete with the great Green Bay offense. We have the Green Bay Packers winning and covering the spread with a final score of 31-20. Whether it comes down to an offensive shootout or a battle between two elite defenses, this should be an amazing game between the Los Angeles Rams and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Both teams are riding high after performing extremely well in the wildcard round, beating their opponents by a combined score of 65-26. Matt Stafford earned his first playoff victory of his career in his 13th season in the NFL, while Tom Brady earned his 35th and beat his 28th different quarterback in the playoffs. Wild, I know. The experience is certainly on the side of Tom Brady, and it's always tough to bet against the defending champs and the greatest player to ever suit up. But the Buccaneers are depleted on offense, They lost wide receiver Chris Godwin to an injury for the rest of the season. They lost Antonio Brown to whatever the hell happened to Antonio Brown. And they played last week's game without Leonard Fournette and Ronald Jones. On top of that, their offensive line has been very banged up, and we saw what the Los Angeles Rams pass rush did to the Cardinals this past week. This game, like the vast majority of the games in the NFL, will be dictated at the line of scrimmage. But it's not all bad news for the Buccaneers. Mike Evans and Rob Gronkowski remain healthy and have been playing great to no one's surprise. And if anyone can get the most out of their other players around them, that's Tom Brady. The Tampa Bay defense has also been phenomenal, with a lot of credit due to coordinator Todd Bowles, who will be nothing short of fantastic throughout his time with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I will not be shocked if he becomes a head coach after this season. But the 3-point spread tells us that this game is expected to be close. The Rams saw a lot of success on the ground against the Cardinals, and we all know what they like to do through the air. Matt Stafford put up crazy numbers this year, and wide receiver Cooper Kupp might just be an alien at this point. He's coming off another monster season in which he led the league in receiving yards with nearly 2,000, and also led the league in targets, receptions, and touchdowns. There's so much firepower on both sides of the ball in this game, and it's going to be really tough to pick a winner, to be honest with you. Ultimately, I have to go with the defending Super Bowl champions in their home stadium. Tom Brady is the undisputed king of the postseason, and even with all the injuries around him on the offense, I do feel like Tom Brady will get the job done in order for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to get the win, and to cover the 3-point spread. We have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers winning 27-24. Last year's AFC Championship matchup is getting a revival in 2022, this time in the divisional round. This game between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs is similar to the one that we discussed in the fact that both teams are coming off monster victories in the first round. The Bills beat the brakes off the New England Patriots, and the Chiefs made it look easy against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Everyone is certainly expecting an explosion of points in this one, and the Bills and the Chiefs are two of the most high-powered offenses in football. With a shootout scenario like that, it usually comes down to the other side of the ball to make a big-time, game-altering play, and I think that it's going to come down to the first-ranked Buffalo defense. They gave up an average of 272.8 yards per game, and no other team has given up less than 305. Their defense is legit, and has been all season long. The Chiefs defense has come a very long way since their struggles at the beginning of the regular season, but they still can't match up well against the Bills defense in my opinion. Kansas City are the favorites to win, but only by 2.5 points. The Chiefs had the advantage last year and won the AFC Championship by a score of 38-24, but this is a different Buffalo team in 2022, and I think that the Bills will win this game. Stephon Diggs is determined for a different outcome this time around after watching the Chiefs celebrate another Super Bowl appearance last year. The fact that the Bills are the underdog means that a Buffalo victory will also cover the spread at 2.5. I like the Bills spread a lot in this one. We take the Buffalo Bills winning 34-28. That does it for Touchdown Kingdom's divisional round predictions. If you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more great NFL content like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because we have so much content coming your way all the way throughout the playoffs, going into the draft and free agency. And also feel free to comment down below some of your predictions because we'd love to hear what you guys have to say. This was not an easy video to create because we know how tight these games are going to be. We'll catch you guys in the video next week when we predict our championship matchups. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, and let's enjoy this weekend of divisional round in the NFL. Peace out, everybody.